Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, citizens of the world. We are welcome to another edition of Givers Television Magazine Talk Show. This week, we have another interesting topic to look at, dealing with the foundational issues in Nigeria, how it concerns all of us. Psalm chapter 11 verse 3 says, if the foundations be destroyed, what will the righteous do? When we want to analyze Nigeria's problem, it's very clear that there are foundational issues, things that we need to get right from the very rock bottom, so that we can begin to experience a new Nigeria, the Nigeria of our dreams, the Nigeria that we're all in for. And as we begin to deal with our foundational issues, by the grace of God, the sun of righteousness will begin to shine upon us in Jesus' name. We are looking at foundational issues concerning our country. And I want to start with Chief James UGOCHUKWU. You have been involved in a lot of civil society activism and struggles, electoral struggle, economic emancipation struggle. What do you consider as the biggest challenge, biggest foundational issue facing Nigeria?
Nigeria can be likened to when Jerusalem was destroyed by the Babylonians then, and the children of Israel were taken into captivity. So the foundation of this country, just as we've mentioned before, has been destroyed. The good foundation was laid by our forefathers. If you look at the vision of the forefathers before the independence and all that, it was beautifully laid. There's this progressive projection of what the country is going to look like in days to come and in years to come. But over time, greed crept into us. And we are yet to recover from that greed up till this moment. We have institutionalized it, we are taking it as a way of life, we are taking it as our operating principle in all facets of our life, both in politics, in our economic system, even down to the religious system. Greed, which is me. Look at that drama that was demonstrated then. You discover that the lady in question believes that the more money she has, the better she will be. But the truth is, it's a fallacy. Money is measured by number, and there is nobody that can tell me the last number. There is nothing like the last number. Number is infinite. So if you think that money can make you happy, or acquiring money can make you happy, continue pursuing the money to that, and it will not make you happy. So that's where we get it wrong in this country. We believe that if we feed our greed, then we'll solve our problem. Then, because the money is infinite, we keep on acquiring to the detriment of other people, impoverishing other people as a result of our insatiable quest for money.
So we have identified greed as a fundamental issue in our country. I want to look at that as a concern that connects all of us. Because in a society where everybody is grabbing, everybody wants to take from the system, nobody wants to give back to the system. We have opened up a Pandora box of all manner of evil. Because like you say, this craze for primitive accumulation of wealth. Those who have want to have more. Those who have more want to have most. Those who have most, I don't know what they want to have. Pastor Kings, you are a man of God, and you are also a practicing politician. And you have your niche in the area of legislation as an entry point. I want to find out from you, how can we use legislative means or tools to curtail the impact and damage of greed in our society?
The challenge every man will have and will always have is self-identification. If you know who you are, then you will know what to do to project who you are. The legislature is meant to make regulate laws that can help the country in general. So you going into that place, you should know that number one, this is my primary assignment. And this is what I owe my people. To make laws that will favor them. To make laws that will bring unity, peace, and progress in the land. That should be your driving point. Like what our comrade said, I also want to move a step further to say that apart from greed, we lack what we call patriotism. We don't really love the country. We just are after what we can get from the country. And in the long run, if you keep getting from a thing you don't care for, you don't love, you don't have passion for, you will kill it. And it will affect yourself. So if we exhibit love, then we should know the kind of laws we'll make, or the kind of laws we'll bring to the table that will help the people to prosper and succeed in this nation. So, in summary, given the privilege to be there, we need to recognize that it's not the office, but it's the people first. Not the position, but the people first. The people actually voted you there. And the reason why they allowed you to go there was for you to represent them, not yourself. It shouldn't be me, I, myself. It should be people first. The people first. The people first. Like the people, others, before you. Others, before you. Others. If we have this mindset of thinking about others before ourselves, I think the issues that borders around the foundation will totally fade up.
Thank you so much, Pastor Kings. You have brought another dimension to this discourse. You have raised the issue of patriotism, that many Nigerians are not patriotic. Then I'm in a struggle of some sort. Which one do we place on top of the other? Is it greed on top of lack of patriotism, or lack of patriotism on top of greed? But we are building the castle. Identify foundational issues in Nigeria. I want to go to my sister Augustina. What do you think? What can we add to this pyramid that we are building? Identifying the foundational issues, the core issues, our biggest headache as a country. What can you identify? Just one thing.
Having people that have a common heart, what the Bible calls, common living, thinking of the next person first before you, which simply means service. If our leaders, the previous speakers have spoken, if our leaders indeed, like our forefathers, have the same mind that our fathers have of selflessness, not being egocentric, I don't think we will be where we are today. If we could just spread our tentacles, considering the next person, in your little corner, that little place you find yourself, that little thing you're doing, that your office, what are you doing to affect life? What are you doing to take the next person to the next place that the person ought to be? It could be just an advice. It could just be an encouragement. It could just be helping someone to discover him or herself. It could just be a platform that you can just give to someone, to express what the person has on the inside of him. Nigeria is suffering from a great brain drain. You find out that you go to, outside countries, the best doctors are Nigerians. The best these are Nigerians. Why are they not here? Because the environment is not enabling. But if we can, help to create an enabling environment, we have a lot. God have richly endowed this country. You talk about human resources, you talk about physical resources, you talk about natural resources, anything you can think of. is here. Praise the name of the Lord. But all we just need is just to create an enabling environment. And I want to give it up for, this Givers Embassy. I just want to, encourage us. We are not just coming here, we're coming here to learn, we're coming here to be mentored. What you draw from this place. Nigeria should not just be a cow that we're just milking. What you draw from this place, go out there and evangelize it. Go out there and spread what you're learning. Live by example. You understand? Let the change begin from you. Let it begin from me in our little place. You don't need to have much. It is been said that, see, if you kill rat and you can't give, even when you kill cow, you cannot give. If you have rat, you cannot give. Even when you kill cow, you cannot give. So the little that you have, begin from it, and the Lord will amplify every step that we
Absolutely. That was. I was almost falling under the anointing. You've just added another layer to the issue we are talking about. Selfishness. Me, and me has brought Nigeria to the point where we are. People have stolen a lot, stolen mega trillions, but yet their houses are like prisons, high walls to the sky, all manner of security gadgets, yet they cannot sleep. Because as far as the poor are hungry, the rich will never sleep. So it's about selfishness. I want to point our eyes towards how we can begin to apply solutions. We have identified the problem. Yesterday we were on the streets on Vox Pop. Today I have with me a gentleman.
My name is Etta.
My name is Brother Emmanuel.
Can we meet you too, sir?
My name is Stephen Gambo.
Stephen. Today we are talking about value reorientation, rebuilding the broken walls of Nigeria.
The truth of the matter is, in this country, what we really lack is sincerity. The love is not there. When you love me, even like as I'm talking to you, I can never allow evil to come to you. I can defend you, you can defend me.
What I think is the problem of our value system. I know that our Nigeria, our leaders, they need somebody who is a child of God that can handle over this Nigeria, because I know that the problem of Nigeria cannot solve in one person. It's only God that can solve Nigeria problem.
The major value issues we have in Nigeria is Nigeria itself is not together. The Muslim does not want to cooperate with the Christian. The Christian are somehow, because of the nation of the problem, the issues we are having, even the Christians are even scared. Do you understand?
Truly, we have problem in Nigeria. The problem that we have is against our leaders. That our leaders, people, do not want our poor people to live. They are bring confusion to us, and it's not good. According to what they're doing, like now, as in issue about those Boko Haram issue. Me, I'm coming from Adamawa, from my village for Minchika local government. Boko Haram handled that more than 8 months before army come collect the country. And still this thing, they want to they bring the issue against now. We are hearing, Igbo people, they want to pursue them to go their own country, to go Biafra, all this thing. All this thing is not good. If that is our leader of religion as a Christian people and a Muslim, if they can sit down to think this thing. Now confusion they want to bring for us, to want to kill us.
Is the religion something? Okay. About Christian, all this religion of 18, okay. This thing, their brain problem in Nigeria of 18. Okay. Well, my advice to Nigeria, if they can, everybody can face their own religion, well, Nigeria will be getting better.
What steps do you think we should take as Nigerians to improve the quality of governance and living, so that everybody, all of us, can go back home and sleep well, come out to the road and drive on good road, enjoy good water, send our children, our pikin to better school, so that everybody go the jolly they go. What do you think are the things we should do as citizens?
Is for all of us to come together first of all to recognize God. Because the Bible says in the book of First Chronicles chapter 14 verse 7. It says, if people that are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, that he will answer them and rebuild the land. So the word of the church is, what the church needs to do is to begin to preach the gospel, not money. Let us go back to Jesus. Let us go back to Christ, who is the rock, and this is where we started before. It seems like we are deviating. Anytime we go back to God, I'm telling you, he will make everybody to begin to do that, everything right.
I think we need to put many people, youth now, they are looking for work, and I think that is what is bringing all those issues. So I think we need to create more jobs for youths. We need to create more work for youths. Yes, I think that is what is making youths, if we hear that stealing, that doing other things, I think that is what is affecting our country now.
I think the best thing is just to preach the right word, the right gospel. Tell the people the truth. Do you understand? Tell the people the truth. What the church itself, the pastors, everybody has a role to play. The pastors, the member, coming together. What we're supposed to do is to speak the truth. In your heart, you know that this thing is not, you are not supposed to do this. This is the right thing. At least it will be okay.
Well, my own opinion, maybe you can vote the better person. Okay. You can bring the betterment of Nigeria. Okay. On the other hand, to make our economy to grow and developing Nigeria.
You have seen it all. Nigerians have spoken, and clearly they have identified our major value crisis, value issues, things we need to correct if we must move forward as a country. Issues of indiscipline, issues of bad governance, issues of poor participation in government, issues of docility, issues of laziness, selfishness, self-centeredness. Till we come your way again next week, continue to impact your society, continue to be the change.
Thirsty for more of you, more of your spirit and truth. Wash me from all my sin and fill me with your spirit again.
According to Mahatma Gandhi, he says the culture of every country is written in the heart of their citizens. How do we begin to rewrite this culture? This culture of greed, this culture of selfishness, this culture of lack of patriotism. How do we begin to rewrite, Chief Ugo?
Way forward is for us to start engaging the system. And I'm very glad for what I just said. I can't just keep on praising the church for this Givers Assembly, for this initiative. Now, over time, Christians believe that politics is just too dirty for Christians. If you're a born-again Christian, you don't need to go to politics. Now, if you, the righteous, does not sit in the heart of government, then you are leaving it for the evildoers to go and spoil the system. So now that a church now is coming up with this initiative of not just coming to church service to read only Bible, but to discuss issues. Because when you step out of this place, the government is on you. The road safety is there, the traffic light is there. These are the government operating on your life. So if you think that it doesn't matter, whatever decision they took will definitely be on you. So the only way for us to start solving this problem is engagement process. I believe that by the time most of us leave this church today, your thinking faculty will change, your mental perception about government will shift to that of knowing that you are not just there, you are part of the government. Because we are living in democracy whereby if the citizens don't come out to queue up and vote the leaders to position, they cannot be there. So if you know that that voters card you are having is very, very powerful, you are a kingmaker. You are a kingmaker, you are a queenmaker as a citizen by virtue of that your voter's card. So it's for us to start engaging the process. And how do I mean by that? The church will encourage the members to interrogate government policies and programs. The people should start organizing themselves into groups that can interrogate the government. For instance, now you are selling in Jabi market. Each time you put your wares, the AMAC people will come and give you tickets to pay 100 naira, 200 naira. And the road leading to the market is littered with waste. The waste you gathered yesterday, nobody pack it. So you, as the head of the market woman, the market man, you as the head, you can organize your people. Go to AMAC office and say, look, enough is enough. If you don't come to pack this debt, we are not going to pay this levy again. One thing government doesn't like is people coming to protest and complain about anything. So if you can organize yourself like that, you now discover that government will be more responsible to the people. So the starting point is for us to start engaging the process. Listen to news. When you watch movie for 3 hours, watch news for 1 hour. Know what is happening. Try to interrogate the process. Talk to your neighbor. When election is coming, not just sit down and say, nah, they are team. No. Any person that gets into that office, whatever decision the person takes affects you. They've even made participation in election very simple. They're not too young to run bills. It's already coming on board now. By the time they pass it, at the age of 25, you can, contest for House of Representatives. Go there and represent your people. And that is how we can get all these problems solved. We cannot solve the problem by looking and saying that their thing. Anything they do affects you. So their thing is your thing. You are part of the system.
It was Kwame Nkrumah that said, stop agonizing, start organizing. We must come to that point when we decide that we must confront our issues headlong. And it all starts by organizing. Like you say, engaging the process. We must engage the system. Pastor Kings, as a practicing politician, what are the practical steps that Christians must take now, today, as we are talking, to engage with the system? To say we believe truly that Nigeria can be great again.
All right, thank you, sir. I think we've prayed enough. The prayer is working. The next we need now is to put that prayer to action. Let's see the physical manifestation. The first thing everyone who leaves this place should do is that those who don't have their voter's card should go and look for where to register. Thank God the registration exercise is still ongoing. That's the first thing to do, because if you don't have the card, you have no right to make any decision. You have no right to choose anybody. You have no right to bring anybody. The next thing I want us to also do is to get courage and God to step into the political terrain. We've left it for the people we feel will do it, and they've not been able to do it to this level we expect them to do. As we are all seated here, we are all politicians. Whether you are in the political limelight or not, by the nature of the human race, by the human nature, you are a politician. Politics is being played all the way around throughout life, whether in the family, in the church, in the marketplace, anywhere you go, you see an exhibition of it. So the church need to move into the mainstream. Let's bring up people. Let people take up that guts and courage to step into the stream and say, I want to represent, I want to do this. And by the time they come out, the next thing I want to urge our people is that when the time comes for voting, nobody should sell his or her conscience for money. Because by the time you sell your vote for money, when they get to office, they would like to recoup that money that you sold your vote. And that is why they can't make decisions that will favor you, because they are looking for that money to get it back. And they'll be looking for it by all means. So we look at the right people who have the right mindset, push them into the system, and let them be part of the system. And it will work for us.
Thank you so much. As you were talking, I was trying to feed my mind on very, you might call it far-reaching steps, drawing from what you just said about engaging in real politicking, getting your voter's card, making sure you vote, watching your vote like a hawk, and also organizing politically. What stops us from organizing politically? Even before engaging with the governance system, what stops us from even forming our own political parties? So that we can now begin to have a clear ideology, an ideology of service, an ideology that defeats greed, an ideology that attacks primitive accumulation of wealth, an ideology that speaks to development, an ideology that speaks to freedom, an ideology that speaks to liberation, emancipation, growth. That's the kind of thing we should be looking at. My sister, Augustina, please, do you think that this is possible? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Why do you say so?
Okay. The Bible says that every authority is established by God. And God is our Father. And we are created in His image and His likeness. Now, if you are an image of a person, you are that person. So you too can recreate, you can create. Now, I want to say this. You can't give what you don't have. We have to equip ourselves. Bible says, whatever your hands finds doing, do it well. Do it well. If you are that thing that you're doing, put your best. Seek for knowledge. Acquire knowledge. Ask for help. Make yourself relevant. Let your relevance be like the sun in the day and the moon at night. Let it be that, your name is ringing bell over a thing. When they say a particular thing, let your name be what is ringing. You are a solution to a particular problem. I think if that is done, beginning from ourselves, like a pastor said, politics is everywhere. In the home, everywhere. Praise God. Be the solution. Be the solution. Praise the Lord.
Be the solution. Be the solution. It's a challenge to all of us to be the solution to the questions that are bound in our society. Be the answer. Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you seek in your world. Be that change. And Barack Obama, he said something. He said, we all have been waiting for change to happen. But we do not know that we are actually waiting for ourselves, because we are the change that we are waiting for. So it is left for us to begin to cultivate the attitude of change makers. See yourself as a leader. In your little sphere of influence, please be a leader. Be the light. Be that salt. Be that city that is built upon the hilltop that cannot be hidden. Before we round it off today, just one word. One word for those who have lost hope in this country.
Well, for those that have lost hope in this country, my one word for them is, it's not over yet. There is still hope in this country. And you are the hope in this country based on the action you take henceforth with the knowledge you have acquired.
So much. Thank you so much. My dear sister, just one word for those who think it can't happen. It can be done. Just one word.
There's a light in the end of that tunnel. Don't give up on yourself.
All right, we have started and we're making it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this episode of Givers Television Magazine Talk Show. The light is already on you. And I hear the scriptures. I hear the Lord saying, arise and shine. God bless you.
your spirit